born in the past tense but reside in the parallel. Always trying to advance to the present tense through elements confused in formats, moved by improvement on design, with flawless engineering that was tested by time's suns. Birth of the whimsical, mystical by motives alone. Desire to move forth north, locomotive zone. Souls cryptic and capsized, stranded by economics and floating point equations combined with lo-fi sonics. The mass market appeal lost momentum at first step, cause our birthmarks resembled a threat to the jet set. The middle class dominating, plus suppression of known facts with illuminatus references to throw us all off track. We're so fucking lost that we don't know where to start again. Oblivion is bliss, so we pretend, we pretend. The soul versus the body, mind versus the soul, body versus mind, versus the body, soul versus the body, mind versus the soul, body versus mind, versus the body. I mean really, who the fuck wants to wear this mask and gun and blow the face off the first guy who tries to run? The means is the art, that's the flow for the millennium 2002 full presentations to exemplify. We master words to intensify the message like presage, manipulation for those too weak-minded to contemplate, undermining sexuality to creatively masturbate. You see, I cut out the process that you all go and hold true and leave an open window for the strangers to look through. So take a good look with your memory photogenic, and I'll change the furniture, then call on the paramedics. Cause when we encounter each other and our auras collide, someone will retaliate and collapse into twisted pride. The soul versus the body, mind versus the soul, body versus mind, versus the body, soul versus the mind, versus the soul, body versus mind, versus the body. My ego is tainted by a foreign path to motivation. Our creation motivates us out of our situations. Our situations be the way to our heart's contentment, but contentment is comfort, and comfort leads to resentment. Resentment eats away at the luscious exterior, and the interior then follows because the body is superior. Superiority leads to the forming of the complex, and complexity adds confusion and sways truth from context. Out of context leads to the forming of blurred vision, creating disillusion in the forming and superstition. Superstition enhances and justifies false thought, deteriorating all of the lessons that history has taught, and erasing our history is the first step to detriment, and detriment is death in a form that's heaven sent. Soul versus the body, mind versus the soul, body versus mind, versus the body, soul versus the mind versus the soul, body versus mind, versus the body.
If you took it all away, this love would fall apart. I say no way. You don't know the size of my heart. Vicious, suspicion. It doesn't matter what I say. Users and losers. There's nothing here to make me stay. Blood stains.
It's assassination,
I move through the third world, my third eye's the God of light. Invite the fight, we all die tonight. The life I live, the 25 to life bid. The road we nig, I stroll a globe fugitive. Dream is short, T-Cypher power stalk, plus the fiend talk. 3G's the course to Supreme Court. White lies and blackmail land me back in jail. Railroad for sale, I stolen gold, but it failed. Stranded on the front line, I shine through the dumb and blind. Here comes time, I take back what was once mine. Crunch time in the first quarter, from the worst slaughter. Devil's poison in the birth water. The earth daughter rests the head on my chest. Through the struggle, we cuddle in the half moon crest. While the press plan fear and exploit the gun blasting. Central broadcasting and shackling, nerves are unfastened. Trapped in deep water gasping. I clash with the titans for my half on the ass.
I produces careers, the weak spot was the air. Scorpion dart, system mark, pistol heart with silver spears. You're bewildered, my unsaturated, low filtered. Double still filtered, show them living built tilted. Proceeds upon the actors, the body has a tactic. Lactic acid, death to try practice. You can never match this invincible. Tank indispensable, one nation under God. Indivisible with liberty and justice. The mic is in my clutches. Ducks who bring buckets, leaving crutches. Unforgivable snakes face the double-edged sword starts to swivel. Decapitates the head, makes the projects more livable. Interchangeable, coarse and flammable. A chamber at 99 plus one unnameable. Angle and strangle. Microphone force starts to dangle. Counting as the gases that pass throughout your anal. You cheat through your doors. Seep out like spread through the pores. Destroy your internal organs with the biological warfare. First of all, before we move on, this shit is like a Yukon dog. Spread it out like great Yukon spurgeon. Merging in the suburbs. Using this just like an adverb. Action word flowing like the blackbird car. Came in aiming like Terry Bradshaw. He hit the crash bar. Stay relaxed, guard. This shit is smash ball. Your handle is just like algebra. UFO spot, I'm like Gallagher. Holding like bulletproof accurate. You so fly, yeah, right. You wanna get me out your Bobby. You hear how I'm shooting it like that blue top slow. You won't play me like a lady. Pay me 3-8, spit it at you like a baby. Final destination, hate.
War's extremely serious and it saddens me to have to take tens the deadly measures and have you measures shot for no pay. It's assassination day. I stalk my enemy like prey, trapped by the sexual sounds that deceives and lures MCs to the layer with a mic like baked and awaits to be bitten by greed. Temptation tempts my victim to proceed forward. Ignorance wouldn't allow retreat. You rather pursue death than admit defeat. Now who's best to describe for what I specialize in? Murderous rhyming, constantly entwining. My mind spits with an enormous kickback. Your brain then absorbs the impact. Just suddenly called up from the crowd the feedback. It's assassination. It's assassination. It's assassination. It's assassination. It's assassination.
The end of the Great War. While the Emperor has claimed victory, the peace that so many heroes gave their lives for has not settled on the lands. The hordes of chaos, though leaderless, continue to taint the northlands of the Empire. Vicious warriors attack merchant caravans and raid isolated farms and villages. There is no escape from chaos. It marks us all.
Yeah. Just hungry this shit. And that's all. Just look. Fuck. Yeah. Blood, death, sex, and crimes reminds me of some of my most memorable times. Stay in place. those was the good old days. Ain't shit changed, still maintain my own ways. Upgrade, living like kings, getting nice things. Build and destroy everything life brings. Killing for sport, niggas ain't as real as I thought. I'm just angry, lot of hate still in my heart. Playing my part, rhymes like Christ's fault. One thought, and a crisis starts. We stumble amongst the path that the righteous walk. You're not worthy of the math, the science is taught. Beat the system with the wisdom, even if it causes friction. Give a fuck, main focus is the law's mission. Take your cross off, that's forgiveness. First hand proof, God, man with.
Now ain't nobody fucking with the mastermind. I'm like Einstein, 150 times magnified. Nikola Tesla and John Von Neumann, all wrapped up in the body of one human. I rhyme the tightest, shine the brightest. I blind the optic fibers in anybody's iris. When it comes to rapping, I smash your ass, whether you Latin, black or Anglo-Saxon. I smack you with a backhand, to crack your back like chiropractors after looking at your CAT scan. In between albums, I become a masked man like Batman and stalk my own rap fans. I'm like a madman fighting the war, throwing lightning rods, swinging lightning swords, blow you away with a force that'll leave your body lost, gone, nothing to more, nothing to do an autopsy on. I rock till I can't rock no more, till I can't get no motherfucking props no more, till they boo me on stage when I'm out on tour. Till 2000 BC ain't hot no more. I'm a dragon with the head of a lion, jaws be like swords grinding, claws rip through walls and cast iron. I slap fire out of hoolum, pull out steel and start shooting. I clap iron like Duke Nukem. Try to attack, bitch, you get your face stormed, flattered in a compact disc with black Tims, flattered in a Yankee baseball cap rim, flattered in a knife, stab unwit.
Play hard, father the Lord, the sharpest sword. First try, hit the red bull's iron and dartboard. Leave a motherfuckers playing harps and chords, fatal scores. This year we taking odds, even if we take the food out your baby's jaws. Places scars, giving all praise to our Lord, my favorite cause. Fuck y'all, CDs collect dust balls. Kill you niggas today, full sunfall. This is where I thrive, trying to revive the tribe. True real niggas get their lives. There's no motherfucking image, down to limits, infinite. No start or a fucking finish. Niggas know we involved with God's business. Best friends with police, fucking star witness. Motherfuckers deserve their ugly ass heads off. Only good fucking devils together.
The Emperor's battle-weary soldiers patrol the forests and hills, ever vigilant against bloodthirsty warbands intent on looting and slaughter.
I spit to make the mic like a flammable torch.
It's understandable.
My mind is a mechanical force, and I'm a cannibal. My mandible is chewing your corpse.
I'm tyrannical.
A vandal of intangible sorts. Not a mineral, a mammal, or an animal. I'm metaphysical, with syllables and critical rhymes. Flows blowing off your limbs like invisible mines. Been invincible with rhymes since the biblical times. A warlord with a sword from the Mongol horde. Speak the tongue of the Lord to bless my vocal cords. They tried to resurrect hip-hop, but faith is gone. So I take it over by force like Genghis Khan. If you say it ain't wrong, you better pray to Allah. Cause I got an arrow that'll travel straight through the jaw. Got breath control, flow like a ship with a sail. Divine when I spit, like if I sip from the grail. Cause I'm immortal. Sleeping by the third rail where the A train runs. My brain strains to lift freight trains from off the ground. When I'm walking around, I'm the talk of the town. Cause I harness mental power scientists don't understand. So I'm on the low, hiding from the average man. In a bad savage land, I'm rocking a gas mask with black gaps attached to snaps on backpacks to easily grip. When frequency blips alert me to intruders in the sewers where I secretly sit, fine-tuning my rhymes until I got the hottest style. The rest of the mics from mutated crocodiles that slipped into the pipes sometime in '88. Now they taste nuclear waste that makes them radiate. I'm subterranean and melting steel titanium with powers of uranium coming out of my cranium. Immortal. Reverend run cells as Adidas. I stomp cats and leave a path of skeletons
puzzle pieces. Y'all are washed up like shellfish on beaches. I'm a genius that's developed speeches deeper than telekinesis. My immortality's recorded on record, never distorted and torted it into 240 seconds. You press your single up and nobody will hear you. Like that Puerto Rican flag CD hanging off your rear view. Get ready to rumble, let's get busy. I spin the axis backwards, make your planet dizzy. Decapitating, catching the quickening. When I'm spitting, I'll be wetting motherfuckers like a christening and crippling your click. Quick when equipment equipped like Bloods blast grips. My hammer never clicks, back up cliffs. Slaughter all the competition when ripping the mortal man. And cut your heads off like only an immortal can. Apathetic is immortal, I live forever. 1-2 is immortal, I live forever. Self-titled is immortal, he'll live forever. Open mic is immortal, he lives forever.
Come here. Turn it like this.
Well, let me introduce my translator, homie. My hands will speak for me. I ain't stacking grams, I'm cashing cans to grab 40s. Ransacking recorder studios, taking equipment and making a living off of getting paid when I flip it. I got cake and 2 biscuits on my bakery steez, making all these little fakers start to shaking their knees. Now I'm spraying Febreze on my cake when I leave home, cause I ain't fighting crime if I'm stanky like B.O. Show me the B-hole like a Hunter Moore hashtag, cutting up the Dutch and dumping guts up on your ad, man. If you puff it, pass it, you won't never get it back again. We confiscate the competition's contraband, you comprehend.
Descendant of the Knights of Templar, shakes the Benz armor balls, make gen spar, stars don't get far. So Paul says get left scarred, killer hit squad, heartless guards involved in illegit jobs. You get robbed, I get wrecked large, dodging a theft charge. My lawyer gets disbarred, found dead in his car. I'm there in the hood, cousin, murder a good dozen. Lycans hit your parliament, the werewolves of London. Howling at the witching hour, use a sick coward, like a Penn State coach, fucking kids in the shower. I towel stack the shit out you, son. Not your pops to fuck out. Turn around and smack the shit out your mom.
It's going down, fucking NASDAQ rating. I'ma rearrange your face like an abstract painting. You wanna quarantine my scene and your team? Better call a fucking army with hazmat training. Cause this material is hazardous, and half the shit that I haven't spit would make these rappers have to slash their wrists right in half with a vertical gash. I have to laugh cause after this your whole career deserves an asterisk. I'll murder rap this shit like Bill the Butcher or Bread Savage. You fake 8 Mile rappers are dead rabbits, and I'm just here to spread panic to the masses like Charlie Manson, amassing a massive cold. Can you feel the madness?
I'm John Goodman, no, I'm John Candy. I'm the father to your style, you John Ramsey. You constantly, nah, that's Mitch's pattern. While rappers is getting tattered and chickens get dipped in batter, I'm sticking dick to cadavers. Fucking bodied it. Punching a toddler, still thumb sucking his mommy's tits. Fun crushing and fondling. I could unplug a humbucker and still rock this shit. I'm Buck Rogers' rocket ship, Draconia Marauder, Pavlovian disorder. Hear phony ass performers, mouth foaming up with water. Now post it on your corner and we waiting for you outside. It ain't the paper, ain't the picture, shit's about pride.
Howling at the witching hour, use a sick Howard. Howling at the witching hour.
Fucking body. I'ma rearrange your face like an abstract painting. It's going down.
Fucking bodied it.
My hands will speak for me. My hands will speak for me.
Fucking bodied it.
Let me ask you now, what makes them evil? You could be born sick, you could become sick, or the system could have manufactured your sickness.
Turn that beat on, bring them drums in, drums on them Dracos, he be dumping. Without that gunpowder, sentient can't function. Need plastic surgery, face reconstruction, beat production, plague a heretic. This shit dirty like you bathed in therapist, y'all names irrelevant. Black supreme being, you come shoot to a vet cause he's seasoned. Big 10 boots, stand my ground, stepping firm. It's my time, you niggas already went your turn. I gave warning, you ain't get concerned. Message read and message burned. Prepare to go against God, you better get to work. Put the heat to your scalp, you could get the perm. Your mom's broke, had the crown for to get the urn. Another church service, another lesson learned.
He was born bad, or maybe it's his parents or his environment that made him bad. Or maybe it's the broader system that influenced the bad. Or maybe he was mad, category of sick that I just mentioned. The thing is, we are surrounded by psychopaths.
Professor wasting your time, got you speaking Latin. I could give you that game, they don't teach in classes. How to get a broad, fake butt cheeks and lashes, and put her on the street to cash it. My whole team is savage, your whole team is average. Offer you a drink, mix bleach and acid. Get beat with passion, teeth get bastion. When my dragons wreak havoc, I reach your clapping. Eternal sleep in caskets.
Did you know that it is estimated that in a group of about 100 people, 5 to 15 of them are going to load on psychopathic traits, to varying degrees, of course. But there are psychopaths among us at work, next door. How is it possible for ordinary, average, even good people to become perpetrators of great evil?
Choice, woman with piercing voice, sever the legs of the walking dead, grow and bold move, soldier soul on an island that haunted beside him, wicked and violent, smoke and peppermint, Stephen King, Stranger Things, demonic rings I wear, grief of the day and murder by moon before the sacred bear, deep in a well and many will go, door of the lizard and clockwork and horror show, reefer and wine, dance of the divine, your soul is on the line. Coven of truth and coven of death. Coven of truth and coven of death. Coven of truth and coven of death. Coven of truth and coven of death.
It's eucalyptus, Ulysses' mistress, insane in the mainframe in the city twisted, going to ballistics. Sort of a wizard, sort of was gifted. Sorta write scriptures, last Sumerian scribe to survive. I rise from the catacomb, laid to a city laid waste of scattered bones. In the center, the cathedrals was a golden throne. Open mics when they spoke in poems. Reverb levels on the highest level. Capacity unknown, travel with the storm. Trapped in the war zone.
Coven of truth and coven of death. 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 Course throughout the maze, smoke and haze, razor blades, blind you in a second, leave the old world dead and I'm here instead. Bleed out the deer, set out and he's near, hated spear, dogma and rituals. I'm hearing the physical, deadlier chemicals carry you home. One song in the general, war tongue in the nightly sun.
What is life a major? It's like a wager between Satan and Savior. Lightsaber decapitation by nature. Encased in spaceships, travel navigator under the new stars. Just a navigator under new stars in contemplation. I await this, measurements of treasure. A goddess that brought me nectar.
Coven of truth and coven of death. Coven of truth and coven of death. Coven of truth and coven of death.
Ooh. Tayshaun Dorsett. Some say I used to use witchcraft. Reports happened to Bellevue, sources read. I practice voodoo. You tell me assholes what you assume is true. Investigate all myths till you turn blue. The haunted pages you turn to. The New York City vampire bats fly neighbors wanna know what Dracula do. Bite the neck of the horse in the Bronx Zoo. Nights are creepy when I walk through, or resume when I face the full moon. I howl with wolves on Fordham Road. May and June, African doctors talk and meet me in my room. Fog on the one train, the fossils of the Black Lagoon. Listen to Tago's spoon, casting spells in Manhattan, burning medicine at night with my magic broom. Eyes behind my head, scientific chemicals. Girls spray the third room with perfume. Operation Wild Palm Reader with Western Union checks. Sipping scotch with Actifed. Allergies and salaries. I don't need an ambulance to take me to the hospital. Allergies and salaries. I don't need an ambulance to take me to the hospital. Allergies and salaries. I don't need an ambulance to take me to the hospital. You won't stop the night walker with oil lamps on Broadway. Black London fog coats in the broad day. With red and white Nikes, 2 shopping bags from Dr. J. Space for a car collector. I trade your Alex Rodriguez for Willie Mays. Women move out my way on they stay free days. Even if the meds ain't there, I'm still going to hang out at Shade. Why you touch the record and let your JVC play? The feds think I sell human bones on eBay when you stuck on the West Side Highway. Allergies and salaries. I don't need an ambulance to take me to the hospital. Allergies and salaries. I don't need an ambulance to take me to the hospital. Allergies and salaries. I don't need an ambulance to take me to the hospital. Allergies and salaries.
Hey yo, Stu, this ain't never coming Watson out, and right? Holmes. This for the B-roll. Watson and Holmes, nigga. Extra footage. Study. I'm a savage magician, a time-traveling wizard, a violent technician with a javelin's precision. On course for collision, out in lunch, going fishing, collecting my thoughts for everything that I'm missing. Escaping the prison, reinventing new religions, impairing your vision like black ops on a mission. Can't make a decision while I make an incision. A chemist in a lab with this nuclear fission. Listen, I can't stand no more whining and bitching. If you can't stand the heat, then close the door in the kitchen and stop with the talk about how much you bitching. Niggas is catching the vibe like a ball in a mitten. I'm dumping out your trunk, this is live transmitting. No job when I describe the bitches that I'm hitting. Only smash pussycats, never hit kittens. My notebook is filled to the top with good writtens.
Permeate the bank robber flicks. I'm apocalypse darker than what's inside Dharma's fridge. Make you question whether or not God exists. Build it for hours high on the loudest piff. Sneak a Spielberg, I'm outie in the whip. And how we burn it, it be cloudy in the crib. Get drunk and start hockey balls. A lot of y'all suicidal like Rocky George. I'm OG like Rocky 4. Split your party like Spirani or Bukaki porn. Shoot first, die later. I'm the defender with the face, the annihilator. Blood everywhere, smelling like copper pennies. Get shot in the head, salute you with a shot of Henny. Ill Bill, aka go fuck yourself. Only homie that I truly know but trust is Delph. Murder with ease, murder police. Only heroes in the hood, beef, turkey and cheese. Prosciutto and much, shooters and hood. Spray the pistol out the window, but the Uber then push.
Except black mass music, the clubs with the gummy soul. Dark liquors, my niggas keep the pungent roll. Serve fiends with the lean, give them runny nose. Taught to keep the ones on top, the hundreds in a row. Some niggas weigh options, my niggas weigh product. When the night comes, Cy Young pitch K's. 9 innings fine, living all we dream about. Some never see it out, no degrees, HUD house. So aroused, ass busting out of jeans. Built like a brick house, busting at the seams. Throw a couple dollars and she swallows something clean. Practicing the Kegels, pussy bring you to your knees. Scenes like West Craven, under the tongue razors. Pellets pop, bodies drop, blocks Cajun. Scorching hot, but yo, I play it cool. Cause I can build and destroy using the same tool.
I left my Philly at home. Do you have another? Gorilla Nem slap dick to your mother. Me and Black Averex Jack running down looking like JC and Eddie from New York undercover. Don't get it twisted, fuck the cops though. One thing you know about me is that I got dough. You and your partner could eat a dick, nigga, die slow. Walking through Washington Heights, nigga, like that dough. Fuck you up like a pothole. Everything is real in these bars, no Picassos. I guess I'm just something that you're not though. And I could tell by your rhyme that you a twat hole. Pussy. Lot of mercy. Just left Mitchell and Ness, bought a jersey. Body getting all of these shows, no rehearsing. Rocking all that vintage low like I'm thirsting. Earthquake, typhoon, nigga, I will earth them. Get your motherfucking jaw broke when this first spin. My uncle said you can make it if you stop cursing. I told him shut your bitch ass up, then I murked him. Rat.
In the last few years, there's been a great deal of emphasis upon extraterrestrials visiting our planet.
Hey yo, these motherfuckers bugging if they think I hang it up. Pass the mic in my direction and I straight up bait it up. Really got the guns I talk about, I wouldn't make it up. Ultramag 4 horsemen, I'm about to raise it up. Till I'm cool Keith crazy with voices that tell me shit. Trigger fingers extended like E.T. with Elliot. You get your belly hit and shaking like ballistic gel. This is hell, bodies getting dropped like pennies inside a wishing well. Pennywise, fingers with Freddy knives and chainsaws. Put you in a coma, make your brain pause. This is why we break jaws. Singing Judas Priest while we break laws. Rockin' break beats since Eazy-E sold 8 balls. I travel through space now and lay foes face down. Cause App is real, battlefields feel just like playgrounds. These little double time yappity yap rappers, I rapidly smack backwards, get battery packs fraction.
We ain't in the same place or occupy the same space. So get the fuck out my face. I got that ancient technology. I keep the alien weaponry on me. I keep the alien weaponry. I got that ancient technology. I keep the alien weaponry on me.
My verse makes earthquakes and aftershocks, scaring off massive flocks of birds on rooftops, shattering glass in your Apple Watch. Appernauts rocking like Axl Rose and acid wash. Astronauts blasting off, laughing while rappers watch in disbelief. This is beef, problems you never wanted. My raps killing tired crowds and leave your whole town haunted. And while you rocking man buns, I'm cocking handguns, sticking you for paper. I'll pass down to my grandsons. Fans run when apples on the stage. I'm metamorphing into a demogorgon. I give your head an abortion. I'll leave your brain in the dumpster, the braver the dumber. Cause some brazen motherfucker about to get his brains braided this summer. Since Biggie was unbelievable, I was similar. Assemble sentences like defenses established around perimeters. You outgun, outshine, must be out your mind. Raps is putrid, app is stupid, slap the fluid out your spine. Spit divine scripture, rhyme sicker than polio. I'm Godzilla in Tokyo, dicks big as a totem pole. Got inhuman capabilities, kinda like opio. Grabbing bulls by the horn, this ain't my first rodeo, yo.
We ain't in the same place or occupy the same space. So get the fuck out my face. I got that ancient technology. I keep the alien weaponry on me. I keep the alien weaponry. I got that ancient technology. I keep the alien weaponry on me. I keep the alien weaponry.
But what we seemingly have overlooked is the possibility that these records that we now consider to arise from extraterrestrial sources could be the records of the great civilizations that were here before they destroyed themselves.
You must allow it.
Yo.
I can only facilitate your dream.
Yo. Through the darkest night, the conqueror shone through. 1, 2, swords cut the heads off warlords. Hordes of enemies who face the penalty. Strike vicious, relentlessly, curse like the Kennedys. Flames course through my veins in every extremity. Concentrate like corrosive chemicals. Ferocious sentinel, still dominate, my fate's inevitable. Death becomes you, blood on my hands still humble. Continue to spark stones off skulls. Demons emerge from bloody holes, the unholy. Silky like the filthy hands of Satan. Who you place your faith in, nighttime still lonely. It's only me, bringer of the light, holder of the key. Ghost on the subway platform, beneficent. We whack through static and interference. Lone warrior, I chose my alliance. My mind is chain link and barbed wires. Focus my vision and start fires. Powers acquired from the nuclear sun. Darkest days lay ahead, the future is none. White spider on the run, I deeped you so deceitful. I spun a web right beneath you. Feast on the blood of Ezekiel and speak evil. Drained of all life, your empty shell looks peaceful.
It's like going to sleep for a while, nothing else. Will I remember? Like you remember a dream, mostly. Now shut your eyes and listen to the ground.
In a dream after a samurai battle alone, I quickly return home. This temple in the mountains forest zone. Ball head, sword in left hand. I sit down Indian style from stand. Light samurai armor, all that Chaz on me. I hunch and die cam. A scholastic literature unit. The death of everybody by the Holocaust. Tales, short stories, travels, talk. The Brotherhood of Stones, man. Remark of the Quadrant records ends. A species of violet grows by where the snow-driven Sasquatch Yeti stands. This attacks through the forest, enriching. At last they seem to be listening. The Holocaust of vengeance, archaic pool. Once two married women had a dispute about which of their husbands was the greatest fool. Blood parrot, dreaming convict, mixed peacock, pigeon blood clog. Bug beepers for promise keepers, dog. Be a light between Nazarites, hob. Beneath riots odds. Be quiet and know that I am God. Remove the sin, a porcupine doesn't blend in. Everyone wins. The Lord looks at the heart in the end. Looks at the heart in the end. 50 people can stand on a blue whale's tongue. This psycho diver when blasting. White spider assassin. That's when vultures are extreme scavengers. Based on comparison of horsepower and companions. In this hour, composition well. Yes, while I was out, wide rule and sheets too. Glitch, picture rule. Slide the nows, the penguin. Did he yes escape from darkness? They're the master certain alabaster curtain. Then the Holocaust select marksmen. They're in darkness grin. They're somewhere on top of a heap of men.
You hear the stylus cutting into the wax? Yes. Concentrate on that sound.
We'll show you the way. We'll show you the way. We'll show you the way.
flock of ravens that fill the southern sky. I write the ancient promise on stones of a lullaby. Dreams of midnight, nightmares at noon. Misty rainstorms will come soon. Before everything was empty, the storm will come soon. Before everything was empty, rivers turned the other way. Things that my mother say, towers on hillside. All the magic gave, all the magic made. A Maru magician king of tomorrow's day. Iron angels who left you venerated in hell. A holy relic, architect of fortunes of what foretell. All dressed in black, I turn a tavern like a stranger. Tester with the top hat, a flying nimbus is my manger.
The holy specter, quill of vibranium scepter, spell breaker, weave sonic interceptors, poison the nectar, the lost emperor, war god resurrector, a cloaked ghost, surrounded by the comatose, dethroned chronos, the recall dose, ink flows through hypodermic, razor point inverted, words with a purpose, mouth a furnace, fire starter, telekinetically pen verses, to the pyramid surface, write like acid jazz, inked like Victor Zaz, on a war path with hand styles like the Max. Saliva with a technicolor splash. Empty the hourglass. Cast from heaven's gates for defying fate. Walk through the fire to decapitate snakes. Fallen angel featherweights. The file in the cake. Young Arthur, head of a hawk. Locked in the book of Enoch. Spirit walk on mountaintops. Master ox. Jaws like a sawed off. Teeth spin like bone tomahawks. Connect the dots like constellation juggernauts. Esq1.
Salute them. Salute them, they on deck. They on deck. Yo, salute them. Yo, Messiah mind, flyer wise, grind, reading higher signs, lobotomized, weak rap guys, my style minimized, sublime with a killer strut, modern day King Tut, for all those chasing the bag and choose to live it up. What? How we give it up, in the streets feeding us, in this world you either make motion or your life is stuck, born inside the crack era, y'all not as deep as us, youngins that embrace guns and darkness when the evil touch, yeah, form a deeper lust, knowing you can seem and trust, cold hearts playing their part, slugs will leave you stuck, yeah, but I ain't got all the answers, salute when you advancing, life is a high-stake gamble, I learn to take the chance with, king features on my pivot, emperor stances, Kadav Ryan is highly impeccable, advanced with, dodging government drones, hiding my face from cameras, salute the fans and supporters who learn to overstand us, nocturnal scope when the mic flaming, we spark heat, harder artistry in the booth, so pardon me, upper echelon, making it hard for y'all to sleep, eat it like God degree, harder artistry for the street. Nocturnal scope when the mic flaming, we spark heat. Harder artistry in the booth, so pardon me. Upper echelon, making it hard for y'all to sleep. Eat it like God degree, harder artistry for the street.
How this dumb motherfucker try to say that he God? He light work for me, just another day on the job. And them 8 trade gangsters gon' say he a slug. And these guns symbolize God, day did he die. It's lights out, pussy, whenever the savage bang. 6 hours, spin his fucking body like a baggage claim. It's all big pistols on me, nothing on me light. And the silencer is looking like the muffler on a bike. If we ride, then the only one that's living is I. And there's bodies everywhere, like I live in a child. I'm really living life, homie, you just living to die. And my hitters have you whimpering and visiting job. In other words, we just looking to kill. I extended the invitation, so I'm footing the bill. His heart beating fast, coming out of his chest. And it's more than bars, Paul, cause it's how you finesse.
Yo, nocturnal scope when the mic flaming, we spark heat. Harder artistry in the booth, so pardon me. Upper echelon, making it hard for y'all to sleep. Eat it like God degree, harder artistry for the street. Nocturnal scope when the mic flaming, we spark heat. Harder artistry in the booth, so pardon me. Upper echelon, making it hard for y'all to sleep. Eat it like God degree, harder artistry for the street.
Oh, y'all motherfuckers thought it was over, huh? But it's not. You didn't count on a fallen angel getting back into the grace of God and coming after you. Y'all niggas ain't shit. The producers ain't shit. The fucking A&R ain't shit. I'll fucking fight my ass with your demo deal. Yo, Diabolic, take this motherfucker's head off! Go ahead and grip locks. I'll snap your trigger finger in 6 spots. You'll have to lip lock with hypodermic needles to lick shots. I'll watch you topple black. Put away your riggins and holler back. Can't freestyle. You're screwed off the top like bottle caps. Beneath the surface, I'm overheating your receiver circuits by unleashing deeper verses than pre-speaking churches. What you preach is worthless. Your worship defeat the purpose like President Bush taking bullets for the Secret Service. Be on with jaw fathom. I shit on cats and jaw tap them. Show no compassion like having a straight face orgasm. Tour jack him. Have his half a 10 bitch suck my friend's dick. In the meantime, you can French kiss this clenched fist. Diabolic. A one-man brigade spreading cancer plague. This fucking a pussy face holding a hand grenade. So if I catch you bluffing, faggot, you're less than nothing. I just had to get that stress off my chest like breast reduction. You motherfuckers are nothing. You cannot harm me. I'll resurrect every aborted baby and start an army. Storm the planet hunting you down. Cause I'm on a mission to split your body into a billion one-celled organisms. Immortal technique could destroy your religion, you stupid bitch. You're faker than blue-eyed crackers nailed to a crucifix. I'm about to blow up like NASA Challenger computer chips. Arsenic language transmitted revolutionarily. I'm like time itself. I'm gonna kill you inevitably. Chemically bomb you. Fuck using a chrome piece. I'm illmatic. You won't make it home like Jerome's niece. I'll sever your head diagonally for thinking of dissing me. And then use your dead body to write my name in calligraphy. This puppet democracy brainwashed your psychology. So you're nothing like diversity without equality. And your crew is full of more faggots than Greek mythology. Using numerology to count the people I sent to heaven produces more digits than 22 divided by 7. You like Kevin Spacey, your style is usually suspect. You never killed a cop, you not a motherfucking thug yet. Your mind is empty and spacious, like the part of the brain that appreciates culture and erases. Face it, you're too basic, you're never gonna make it. Like children walking through Antarctica, butt naked.
Fungus and paper being pulled apart, watching moon sign. Yeah. Check it. I talk stupid shit cause my brain's not in compliance with my tongue, but I won't speak when I push your eyes in with my thumb. If those aren't threats, you type diss me on the net and I'll horse brand jack piss me on your chest. Envision crystalline on a breast. Let me snort 16 and have a fancy soda strip tease off your flesh. And you ain't even heard the best of this. By the time they found my suicide in the woods, termites already built a nest in it. I felt so deep in depressed and pink. If I looked up, I don't think I could see the sunlight peering through the precipice. There's a girl in my bedroom, dead for days, gagged in a dress for slits, neck is slit. And for the last 2 weeks, I slept with it. Cop the basement collection kit. Better have stolen from your parents and use the money to buy gel pens and masculine. Fucking pessimist. That's why every time I get the spit, I'm always pissed that everything is negative. I'm swallowing cyanide caps. You envy a sheep with my kin suck leftover pussy juice like abortion vacuums. Eat the flat fumes. I missed 2 shows headlines due to nearly flatlining on coke in the bath. By the time I even make a wax, I have to be pushed to the mic stand in a wheelchair like Cobain putting long sleeves over stamp wounds. Apparently drugs are the cool topic to talk about when making cash sweat. My next show will be my promotional funeral banquet, and on stage there'll be a motherfucker called a blended. My next album when I lay dead from drug abuse in a casket. So vote for Jack, he eats his own and bites to a tree hugger's neck just to chip off their adrenochrome. A dying king so sick and thin when he breathes in you can see his bones. He's too weak to leave tractables, farmlands and mobile home trailers, cemeteries, reservoir banks, shotguns and campers, Indian reservations, rowboat oars and anchors. In a one-room summer home dusted, call me a junkie. Tennis racket stance, hands bloody, khakis and husk puppies. Short sleeve common rugby, jumpy, Theodore Bundy. Yellow punch buggy, brunette in front seat, crowbar and bungee, Dun's dummy, with boyish charm and a smile that screams trust me.
bucket of sexy intellect, piss, mongoloid, survive-driven, heated millennial text mostly. Close to the chemical icon, war chest, that shit breath, incredible hybrid half-thought mechanism. And let the sickle fancy the jism. Stuck between butt naked pre-military drives, schizophrenic, we're all gonna burn dear heart to sentiment. Commercial commodity, Mason approved, kill the quarter's own method, dialect from infected rob tenement. Most motherfuckers just simply suck a burrito from a shit box. Anyway, step up to little Johnny, the survive mega retarded. Animals for plastic bubble dome, sulfur oxide, a Hamlin hospital escapee. If you haven't been raped lately, goddamn I shit on it. After the acidic hot colada kid prompts it. We dream dirty works like drones to the hell out perks. For the automated needles, fed bedroom catatonic tirades. To the sucker bitch lip those corroded. I don't laugh, emasculated remainders of that ambiguously gay, Siegfried and Roy intern Crosby, Death Row. To bring them to the fucking gift festival. Conformities for the castrati, poor Formula R. Yo, fuck it, have stars where they start. Check it out. They children get their gift and don't give them shit tree. The words too delineated from a bitch force community. My shit in an uncommunicable solid snuff film images work consistently. Shit conniption LP activate. Megaton B-boy battle sucker bitch. Remedial flies and blown piece metal track catalyst. Dust at the scrimmage made with collectible faggot MC cop from out of miniature. Flame sharp vocal from a TED Talk episode. Stuff vocal mobile polishing copies programmable shank me Elmo. The latter half of the century hard rock cadence sound retarded, doesn't it? I could say eat a dick cookie then turn my back on you. Casually comfortable for 7 minutes of refreshing, relaxing to missionary positioning. Capture metal claws and the light glistening. We'll rub close for control substance for sustenance quota. Cavity creep from corporated savagery, lesson funk owner. Bushes burning about my aroma. Ingested like the flesh of Christ. Extra nice sacrament matter device. Tested and approved lucid four-finger bell ringer. Never say the same shit twice. Period. Born of the fly shit, designer temple and Einstein hybrid. Born of the monotonous crime skits and pseudo keep it real independent fine print. You're fucking with a hot climate. I approach as a man with mechanical mandibles extended and a cum scribe with the digital linguist position. Faded out from the back with a scope piece and a primal display for the feminine drum kit's affliction. Man, listen, actual fact is my brain bubble that's soaked in a millennial paranoid. Cloak of Misty, I just made another bitchy quadriplegic metaphor theory. With maps and a halftime scary. I'm riding out soul vision, cloud killing field fodder. Fucked in the brain stem, cadet of proletarian hemorrhage, modern ski. The singers of the pole pottery. Who kept the dental shards to the recipients of the snot box bombardment barrage? For what is looked upon as the human compartment of psycho arson collage.
I pull a 4-4 from out of the seat, a body beat. Clear niggas out of the street, nobody can creep. I pull a 4-4 from out of the seat, a body beat. Clear niggas out of the street, nobody can creep. Holler when it's time for the blood to get spilled. When the hammer cocks, we don't care who we bite. I'm gun crazy, it's how every rhyme has begun lately. I'm not somebody who cares a lot for someone's safety. I'm not somebody who stops and makes a 180. I'm not somebody who has a job and a young lady. My shots start spitting till your body parts stiffen. Physicians, it's over your heart listening. I like to let my gun stare in the face of a fallen victim. If he waits, I want the hair of the dog that bit him. But I never get a reply, it's eye for an eye. With me, it's once bitten, twice shy. Got a lot of guns in the supply, so I gotta wet niggas now. Can't wait till the water runs dry. There's bloodshed in the streets, I am indebted to the deceased. The dead can't rest without peace. I'm chased by the damned and the police. You do a lot of dirt, you wake up with sand in the sheets. Pull a 4-4 from out of the seat, a body beat. Clear niggas out of the street, nobody can creep. Holler when it's time for the blood, for the blood, for the blood to get spilled. Pull a 4-4 from out of the seat, a body beat. Clear niggas out of the street, nobody can creep. Holler
when it's time for the blood to get spilled.
When the hammer, we don't care who we fight. My got heavy. I need the flatbed on the back of a Chevy. I need half of a second to be packed and ready. Then I'm out the door, putting in time and labor. So if my gun overweight, then I'm its enabler. Cops chasing me, I can't escape my violent past. So I gotta eat and run, or dine and dash. People wanna meet the man that's behind the mask. Cause my face been all over in simulcast. But I'm always outside, I restrain flight. Cause the best place to hide is in plain sight. I'm a machine, my murders last days and nights. With no traces of DNA or data bites. I heard cops coming, I left the gun on the floor. I left a bucket of blood above the front door. Wish I was there, they probably were in an uproar. But we all square, all's fair and love and war.
Four from out of the seat, a body to beat. Clear niggas out of the street, nobody can creep. Holler when it's time for the blood to get spilled. I pull a 4 from out of the seat, a body to beat. Clear niggas out of the street, nobody can creep. Holler when it's time for the blood to get spilled.
When the hammer, we don't care who we fight.
of the lords. Endure the crap. Oxygen-gage.
Yo, in my historical oracle, I blast metaphorical editorials, educating in my territorial get torn. Heavily armed with 70 bombs that'll blast divine like the heavenly song. Your men will be gone if they explore my deepest thought. I beat hearts in two, then axe demons for chalk. I'm dreaming to stalk MCs in the dark. I walk blindfolded, the mind's golden. Watch how you talk, my style is an art. Recognize lyrical purity, all hell breaks loose like I'm all with no security. The dopest vocalist, with my third eye I focus when I proceed. Flow with the speed of an indie motorist. There's more than this than wasted. Shiny chains and bracelets. I hear tracks, my tongue wait for the brains to blaze it. Amazing, angelic, tell it to your people.
Come on, yo. No
Philadelphia's like the sun, cause we shine with rhymes. The underground is like the moon, you only see us at times. And at times we're like skies where the stars recline. Jedi mind, outer space, coincide and combine. Philadelphia's like the sun, cause we shine with rhymes. Underground is like the moon, you only see us at times. And at times we're like skies where the stars recline. Jedi mind, outer space, coincide and combine.
Raw poems, bury your body in catacombs. Rip your soul from your limbs like brims from Jim Jones. In the twilight zone, we disperse cowards. Vampires that stalk Earth on reverse hours. Night calls, we talk at your facade. My latitude is guard. Darts out my jaws, leave eternal scars. You're left breathing out of tube straws by the marksman. Harnessing science for demolishing and charlatan. Raps will make you parallax. My domain has power to block synapse. Inside veins, war shots fired off by the army tight warlocks. Devil's plan is to have you drip in the Clorox. Beast deceiving us, ways devious, possessing my peeps. The Wall Streets was stolen heat like Prometheus. Elements rushing you back to hell again. Philadelphians, crush your skeleton, the fucking gelatin.
Philadelphia's like the sun, cause we shine with rhymes. The underground is like the moon, you only see us at times. And at times we're like skies where the stars recline. Jedi mind, outer space, coincide and combine. Philadelphia's like the sun, cause we shine with rhymes. Underground is like the moon, you only see us at times. And at times we're like skies where the stars recline. Jedi mind, outer space, coincide and combine.
Don't ever come at me with war. I've severed scores of orators. Rappers fall under all fours like minotaurs. When Jedi mind and the planetary be bombing us, we stand one step above you like a pharmacist. With ominous, detonate the bomb. Heads spread, hallucinogenics in Vietnam. I spit a song, create bombs like an Iraqi. Swear on the Bible and then lie to Ecclesiastes.
Assault and battery.
Battle me, that'll be what split you. Store enormous amounts of energy in the crystal weave will constrict you. The guards are militant. You faggots couldn't go to length like you was impotent. You ignorant. Your whole clique is split in half. You step in our law path and face our law wrath. What?
Talking to the eagle. The two-headed snake illustrates a caution to the people. Electronic fog, alien Bibles, crop circles at the sand in Cairo like Kiss of 76, demanding pyro. Human history, 50% catastrophe. It's actually the arms race between the facts and anarchy. The secret to success is believing that you succeeded is more than an achievement. It's as important as you breathe, and sometimes it's one and the same. Who's running the game? All we ever say is they know it's fun to complain. Get shit to cause people to ride and flip. The way I think, I've been classified as violent and sick. I'm like a time bomb the CIA designed me to tick. Designed me to head over to Bobby to buy me a brick. These motherships hit our radars, disguising the blip. The entire sky is eclipsed, it's like the size of my dirt.
Are these the doomsday chronicles, the Bible quotes? Or is this similar to shock and suicide provokes? We're all slaves at the auction where our lives are sold. Time to free our minds from the shackles and the lies of old. Are these the doomsday chronicles, the Bible quotes? Or is this similar to shock and suicide provokes? We're all slaves at the auction where our lives are sold. Time to free our minds from the shackles and the lies of old.
I leave the face of your society with buck 50 scars. Sour diesel splits from weed jars and flip police cars. Pour holes the size of grapefruits through riot gear. Bloody footprints from Jordan 4s on your floor. We pioneers take fools to higher tiers. Elevate to a higher learning. To a talking bush on the mountain with fires burning. Commandments are carved in stone with lightning bolts the throne. And anger meant to spark the dome. Now frightening results unfold. Dragons, eagles, snakes, and aliens. Captured, we keep them caves of various constellations and areas. Coded through letters, numbers, and symbols to transmit pulses and whistles and activate hundreds of missiles. Hundreds of killers with multiple pistols. While these name brands reverse engineer spacecrafts and make trillions. They made the cure for AIDS and cease production. While the poor die and fester in disease corruption.
Are these the doomsday chronicles, the Bible quotes? Or is this similar to shock and suicide provokes? We're all slaves at the auction where our lives are sold. Time to free our minds from the shackles and the lies of old. Are these the doomsday chronicles, the Bible quotes? Or is this similar to shock and suicide provokes? We're all slaves at the auction where our lives are sold. Time to free our minds from the shackles and the lies of old.
Death rap shit. Word up. Bump this. Some evil shit. Check it. You fucking faggot.
It starts with your intestines and germs. Next you're a cadaver infested with worms. Man's destiny, it's best that he learns. My axe intervenes, hacking through your veins like you're in between the railroad track and the train. A bullet in the back of your brain, simple and plain, like back in the days when cats didn't play. They'd whack you and not explain to meaning Jesus. You ripped to pieces by hyenas with teeth like tweezers. You see death like seniors with diseases. Pack insane guns, dead you like Hussein's sons. Don't fuck with me, I only say it once. Like the end of Casino, 2 bats leave your spine gory. Every bone in your body broken like you dropped 9 stories. Insane like a brainless convict. You're dead after we buck you in the head like that famous Vietnam peck. Honored you hate this, God couldn't save us. Perform an autopsy on you with Chris Reefret and Jonathan Davis. Death rap, that's the rap I kick. Don't ever confuse it with others, there ain't nothing like this. Death rap, it be the most morbid. After we finish with you kid, you'll need a closed coffin. Death rap, not just on this track, it's a movement I represent, much more rugged than you. Death rap, I'm the last of a dying breed. This be you must be dying to bleed.
I walk with the living dead. Witness the ditches and bitches dipped in red. Description is the pictures of witches and women giving head. I think ahead and analyze minds like a psychologist. Regardless if the topic's necrodamus or subocalypse. The logic is a blade or a shot to your esophagus. Remove you from the earth, you get hurt for popping shit. Bot flips, it ain't basic. Slap the shit out of racists. Crack their teeth on the curb. Spit and piss in their faces. I got clips in the basement. Guns and plenty ammunition. If you push the wrong buttons, you gon' send me on a mission. And if that's the case, I'ma bash your face. Then reverse the positive, become a basket case. I blast for days, come and burn down your house. That's the way I get down when you take food out my mouth. I got my revolutionary ways, fighting to eat. For being poor back in the days and surviving the streets.
Death rap, that's the rap I kick. Don't ever confuse it with others, there ain't nothing like this. Death rap, it be the most morbid. After we finish with you kid, you'll need a closed coffin. Death rap, not just on this track, it's a movement I represent, much more rugged than you. Death rap, I'm the last of a dying breed. This be you must be dying to bleed. I represent the death rap, get your head cracked open. I represent the death rap, get your head cracked open.
It's dark, deserted. I'm feeling lonely but connected. Every move is being recorded and I know it. But my anger is a gift. And my biggest secret is that I actually stopped existing. Erase your face.
D-I-T-C.
Yeah. Pistol Pazzy.
Yo, Vinny, what up?
It's just bars. That's what spitters do.
From the Bronx to Philly, only real niggas feel me. Sucker proof is how they built me. We outlast trends, pay attention to your friends. See me in the train, might see me in the Benz. No matter where you see me, I'm official. That's without the whistle, even without a pistol. Known for launching missiles. My air strikes, check these clowns like Air Nikes. Your whole team against me and Paz, that's a fair fight. Pro-black nigga, even when I wear white, we raise the price like fare hikes. I just want a clear mic to make sure these niggas hear right. The giant, worldwide fans and street clients put you in a box and call it the sweet science. Before you start, we up one. That's cause the cloth I'm cut from. DITC, AOTP, Army of the Pharaohs, known for shooting arrows. Digging in the crates, have gun will travel. DITC, AOTP, Army of the Pharaohs, known for shooting arrows. Digging in the crates, have gun will travel.
It's moments like these when in the zone ain't the word. First time my words relate from 33 and the third. Nerve endings respond to the sound of the drums. Taught myself breath control as I can strip my lungs. Each line makes sense, I don't just flap my guns. Talking loose leaf the target, a pen is my gun. Tactician of the reincarnate is Saruko Yamamoto, the one responsible for the attack on Pearl Harbor. Die-hard bloggers, log in the followers. Some stark commentaries about who shit's magnanimous. Character traits, a funny style artist get the taste smacked out of their mouth for spitting garbage. The solution for half-wits is solve it. Toss little pumpkin bombs like Green Goblin. Take the heads of so-called kings and sip wine from a goblet. Looting castles for their profits.
DITC, AOTP, Army of the Pharaohs, known for shooting arrows. Digging in the crates, have gun will travel. DITC, AOTP, Army of the Pharaohs, known for shooting arrows. Digging in the crates, have gun will travel.
A wadi blood clot, all of y'all swim over sharks. And the closest one to you, he be living with knocks. Everybody have a choice, but you live in the dark. And with this bulldog, ain't nobody live when it barks. Every rhyme is a very small glimpse in the dark. And these dum-dums gonna put a rip in your heart. I don't waste time, money, I'm efficient with art. I was leaving Jordan 3 footprints in the park. That was 88. You talk a lot, Aki, you ain't got the nerve. The 4-pound millie silly, but the Glock absurd. I've been rocking Philly all the way to Gothenburg. Caught the bird and distribute it until I got the word. Half moon, par guard, dark fade. Armor all y'all, car wash, car spray. DICI, happy that we parlayed. Callaway went that away, Paul Clark gave. Yeah.
Bitches.
You're so fucking crabby in this booth, man. Shit is 100 degrees in here.
I'm gonna build a stepfather back. The latest in technology. Stepfather back. Jobs for the community. Stepfather back. The age of familial industry. Building tomorrow's fathers today. Stepfather back. The latest in technology. Stepfather factory. Jobs for the community. Stepfather back. The age of familial industry. Building tomorrow's fathers today. Spilling the leftovers of creational clay. We grew with the concept, now we're ready to go public. Today's a big day for the company. A big step for the little steppers who slept for years uncomfortable. Little man, little lady, cute little baby. Reach your hand out to the future of automated robotics. On display here for the first time in enter year here at the World's Fair, but is it really? Ladies and gentlemen, I propose that the market is sinking under the weight of the useless contractors added to the shopping carts of all hardworking families. Electric doodads and wizard hats and sets to keep the munchkins entertained. They get replaced by newer versions, such as breakdown systematically. Mothers, how many times have you debated self-euthanasia tablets for breakfast snacks when restlessness attacks seemingly at random? Feeling emptiness inside that's hard to identify maybe. Pursuing hobbies like pill popping, chances are you've been abandoned. No, I'm no scientist, that's not what I went to school for, and I'm not a doctor, so I don't know much about medicine. But I'm willing to bet that yes, you little, what's your name, sweetheart? Yeah, whatever. Get a funny feeling in your tummy when you see mommy cry. Something between woozy and confusion. When you spend your thoughts on how the sadness in the mommy can be rooted out, burned, scorned, turned out, forgotten. Stick and concentrate on candy, a little baby dolls, or whatever it is that normal kids get to think about. Well, I can honestly say that this invention is, let me start by saying we grafted only the finest stuff. Concern of the most high tech, state of the art with brain charted from authentic. True to human emotion and trained to be domestic. Made from the most easily available materials and loosely inspected. Guaranteed to revolutionize. Perfectly realistic and even somewhat institutionally respected. Robotic relative. That's why I'm gonna build a stepfather factory. The latest in technology. Stepfather factory. Jobs for the community. Stepfather factory. The age of familial industry. Stepfather building small fathers today. Stepfather factory. The latest in technology. Stepfather factory. Jobs for the community. Stepfather factory. The age of familial industry. I'm not only the president, I'm a client. So you purchase a paternal unit Class A Type 1. The new addition to your living room space, watch it go. Under warranty for at least 90 days to have fun. If in that time frame there's a problem, please let us know. Before you start, there's a few details that you must learn. Technical specs about your unit to make things run smooth. In an effort to find an energy source, our companies learn the cheapest way to keep this battery running is with moves. Plug it in, give it a name, man of the house, self-sustained, wearing the pants. You can relax, one of the pack, nuclear fan, literally nuclear. Which brings us to the safety chapter. Section 87 in the handbook, subsection 16 entitled Troubleshoot. Fuel sources are at a slight risk of mixing with the crispy plutonium center of your automated new spouse and then tripping, possibly leading to the unpredicted stimulation of its artificial emotion circuits. And in a few unsubstantiated clinical trials, this condition has led to simulating feelings of resentment and worthlessness, manifested in a highly unlikely but still possible act of physical aggression towards you and your loved one's fleshy surface. Remember, no cash returns. Credits towards future purchases. You can watch the claws grow. Know that it will kill if I hold you close. Development's still not what you had hoped. So I would be constructing myself dug hole. The struggle between you and me won't slow. Huddle close to what you control. As fast as the blood of relaxation awakens you to sleep, I believe that you will be able to see this seas. Pray for mirage. Stay in touch with the side. Face it, we're lost when chaos applauds. Here's such good taste. Taste like broken glass. Touch your face. Make no mistakes and hope it lasts. She loves her dead parts all of her head and some of her heart. The sum of all things is only something falling apart. You're such a show off. You're such a touchy flame between feet and fuck. I fell in love with your pain. I make your secrets mine. I hear your deeper cut. I climb the highest mountain just to fall off and land in lust. I stay alive on fire. Put out old flames. Lower my standards and aim for higher. I can't bring myself to quiet for the choir. Every note sounds the same. Either I'm insane or you're inspired. Dead to the livestock. I pray for the weak. Thou shalt not be happy till no one disturbs your sleep. You're such a better you without me. Such good taste, everything.
Another cold breakfast, another headless robot targeted with dead fists, marching towards red lips. I bet he thinks he's so much better than me. I bet he thinks I wish I looked as disconnected as he. Well, I bet while he's banging that pampered maid, she's plotting his death and that all expenses paid vacation. With no intention of returning the favor. His paper cuts disrupt my very existence. That distance between the spare key and his spleen is closer than the stench of his overpriced cologne. This seat is so alone. I wanna take us home and disguise it as my own private throne, draped in thorns, festive like broken ornaments and angels rocking horns. I forgot to shave the left side of my face again. Not to mention taking that makeshift medicine. Let it in. This whole room's magnetized at his perfect gentleman, but I see through the layers. He's nothing special. I'm special. Mom said so.
I understand you can't lead someone where you've never bled, but I've been tempted by the blood trail you left inside my head. I'm climbing uphill, it's both angles that I trust, cause the slaves have been drug around by the ankles in mud. So my favorite drug of choice is someone else's voice pounding at the walls inside my void, clouding up the story. The strongest form of innocence that I have ever felt is that near-death experience when I was someone else. See, the common conflict is that promises attract and collapse, opposites attack and transplants fall trapped. And if I were you, I wouldn't let me get away with this, but you made me the way I am. Blaming is contagious, it's my fault, and I'm not scared to admit it. No, it's your fault. Have faith, place, forgiveness. Wait, I'll still stay to listen in case both of us decide to poke out our broken eyes and finally find that tears stays the same. I love me, I love you, I just can't stand us, especially when we're both glued to the same pair of handcuffs.
Claustrophobic moments, still lost and hopeless, waiting to be found in a cluttered box of roaches. They crowd around my eyes, browse this town to find if I'm still tied downward. Travel to nowhere in chains, stained. How do I get away from here? Fear of being seen, fear of not being heard, with my mouth sewn shut, waiting for my turn to get the staples torn out. So what? With my tongue in the lips to watch me bleed. So what? I fear to you, these who sit next to my timeshare, and other kinds who probably don't care, compared to minds impaired, despair, a scarce flow. For a second, silence broken, the mere appearance, but still I appear to be talking to myself. Are you still here, in or out?
Feed the family, they need attention. Eat the children to feed intention. Everyone's invited, so bring a friendship. Everyone's invited, bring the butter knife intention. Born in a power plant, raised by the hour hand. And today I palm my hands to taking a salty grain of sand. And once I learned I was a domesticated package, ravaged by bargain hunters and their commitment to commodities plunders. That's when it finally dawned on me that I was something to somebody, but nothing better than property, properly priced to gain instant celebrity. But honestly, all I wanted out of life was the life that taunted me. It kept dangling dollar bills off fishing poles or driving a family sedan, cooked in bloody acrylic illustrations that I got hooked, but lucky throw back to that cracked aquarium I so naturally referred to as a debilitated concentration camp, disguised in a nursing home sense of fashion. I fasten my helmet if I were you, cause sooner or later they're coming to conquer you. They've been monitoring your moves, so at least make a promise if you're honoring the truth.
The heat makes me breathe less. It's time to bleed dreams till the scenes seem refreshed. And I no longer feel the need to be what you think is best. Don't worry, you will die unimpressed. Born ahead of my time, I never relied on a promise. With development of the mind comes instinct, conscience. I think things will be better when I travel further, but for now I shall go through the mud and touch what turns your curiosity around your fear and honesty. But now you see it's not so bad. Suffocate your frown. Mistakes might crowd the excitement you found. Somebody's gotta kill the clown before the laughter's able to drown. The table is round, so the square thoughts that I bring to it contrast. I'm last when it comes to giving, and I'm living with the vision of a prison that you sit in by decision. Isn't it fulfilling watching time ride away slowly? But I guess it's how you view it. But I guess it's the influence that's rooted in the uselessness. Clip your wings if you wanna know the truth. Just clip your wings if you wanna know the truth.
When I was born, I rode a rainbow over the swamps of Jupiter, conquered Lucifer and punched a hole in the lawless universe. It was as dark as can be. But with the faith of a star, I took a giant quantum leap and erased the mark of the beast. The fangs, the flaws I took out didn't phase my force field, so I pull the eyelids over the head and blink until my eyes peel. I deal with an ideal of silence and self-medications to resist distractions, cause attractions lead to all attachments. And I'm going through withdrawal. I made my way to a cave. Maybe I made a mistake, cause company never came close to reflecting their morphing identity process. Dissected orange form, swarm the sunset that sinks beyond the endless horizon. I fade, I made a sacrifice. I'm hollowed out, empty in an afterlife where I exist in a hole in the cell of a head of a god. But there's nothing to sell now, cause all I found is a book that I can't read, because the storyteller is hooked to the thread we've weaved into a net. This light is a life of its own. What a sweet infected mystery, completely meant to meet the needs of shadowed corners. And indeed, it's starting to get to me. I'm sort of tipping more to one side. It's getting windy outside, and I roast because the inside is dizzy, and I'm spinning around, tripping over my expectations and hitting the ground. Pitiful attempts to prevent this pretty dream from leaving the egg before the hatch. I seem to be bleeding back into the sleepy being through a translucent vein that runs deeper than the roots of meaning. Soaked in laughing gas, half awake, that's how you find me, putting on my happy face, asking God, why are you crying? Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Does it make sense?
I was born inside an open letter to be read, and the message says I'm not dead, alive and breathing, kicking, bleeding within. So if you cut my skin, you will get a slice of heaven. Show and tell, hold me now close to you and notice who I am. One man's wrong, standing outside of the rainstorm, letting the waters rain down to feed my veins. Now I'm not thirsty anymore. Please, world, don't hurt me anymore. In a deserted field of dreams, it seems to be split at the seams and break. Will I manage to make more take what I need to start? First footsteps, then finish, led to the gutter, away from mother. So pray for sunny, away from home. Thunder rolls, lightning might strike twice, never known. I am now seen. Who is he? Reflection crooked and glass shattered and mirror broken, hoping I can awaken out of this place that I lay in, awaiting for what? Nothing. Check it out, man. Now, here we go. Now, here we go.
Y'all know it's hell when I come through. I cast spells with the Bellevue 1-2, and we can settle it with shells if you want to. Bump you, squeeze first, I'ma haunt you. Or better yet, I let the gun butt lump you. Dog tail up your ass when I confront you. Faggot, I'ma hunt you. Nay, a nigga can collide with me, cause when I split my 16, they get mad at me. Have them write their verses over trying to battle me, and nigga, that'll be a fatal tragedy. Shit, you better off shooting and stabbing me. You stepping in this fucking rap ring and jab with me. Get your weight up, motherfucker, with a belt on the crown. Posing niggas like a 30 guy, I'm melting them down. Self in the ground, fucking with a higher force. Niggas be sacrificed, you die on the cross. Ain't you on a pale horse? Leave you with multiple wounds when they find you. Your man's coming right behind you. Flow chops ridiculous. We're like the blow niggas cop on St. Nicholas. You think I'm pussy motherfuckers stick your dick in this? Like Biggie said, shit in fact it was syphilis. Got a red HIV flow sick with this. Put a condom on your mic tryna spit with this. Tryna get with this, I'ma hit with this. Make you slit your wrist, I'm on a clitoris. Like chlamydia, hard to swallow, I burn though. Getting rid of you with hollows, you mob turncoats. Word to the safe in the ceiling. My flow's like a burning panani. Hit the clinic, get the penicillin. You see the logo, nigga, STD. Fuck what you heard, son, it best be me. From Red Hook, y'all niggas know how long we waited. Y'all motherfuckers about to get cremated.
Put your tools up, nigga, put your spouse up. We could go at it, motherfucker, album budget for budget. And let your A&R judge it. Shit, I have your label push your project back, cause I get hyper than a fucking hypochondriac. Ain't no responding back, my magnum I can push your conscience back. Give your ass a Holy Spirit, make you haunt the track. Blaze, blaze, gun, gun, sprays, sprays. Leave your whole record company in a day's day. Tell your CEO, stop calling my house. Or the next fucking song, son, I'm calling you out. Better prepare for the long awaited, finally made it. Y'all niggas about to get cremated.
Bomb shot, abomination, the Holocaust, war ghosts, back to haunt you motherfuckers. What? Yo, I was born dead with a fucking horn on my head. The unicorn is my friend. I sleep in a thorn bed in the enchanted forest. Live these two thieves that hold pieces and spit these mystical fiery rhymes for gold pieces. These were the men who would contend with the emperor and try to free the minds of the slaves from this pretender. He brainwashed his empire to an army of vampires, and at night they all gathered around the light of campfires. On every full moon would begin the witching hour. They knocked down the tower, for it possessed great power. They were exiled and hunted from the evil they fled. In the wild you can hear the screams of the demons and dead. They cast a spell to send these devils back to hell, and vowed to fight this wicked kingdom till it crashed and fell. Their bones remain buried under a pile of stones, and the only thing to remember them by is their poems.
Them crime I tarnish and them fall off they throne. The hearts of darkness shall reap what they have sown. For them a stone the chosen one with ancient bones. Whoa, watch the kingdom fall like Rome.
Men who by reason of their daring met tragic ends. Where I cure a mutant strain of smallpox is how it begins. A gunfighter died of bullets, maybe 10. Jurassic chain killed 48 men. Where there, 2 bored Indians decide to rob a bank again. A blind mole can dig 15 feet per hour with power. Your body drowns in the ocean of the Bahamas, coward. A scaly and equilateral, right obtuse and isosceles triangle appears and disappears your ship in the rain shower. Ninjas, the duchess, and the dirt water fox. Nighttime sunshine, inside the gun there is a shark. Oh, why does the Bible mention snow? Today the Holocaust, overlord of the last pageant. You reassemble and then explode. There is a musket, a red-winged dragon. You run like faggots, you gods, dance bastards. Nope. That all is law is the king of all actions. With swords and guns, I assassinate an ambassador. I'm the Holocaust. You run, you cry in the last chapter. Then a cherry Elijah ran faster. We're all through Jerusalem. Strange things happened the moment Jesus died. At the temple, the curtain in front of the inner holy room tore from top to bottom wide. Tombs opened and dead people came back to life. They walked through the city and many people saw them. For a time, all the city was in chaos. Right.
The hearts of darkness shall reap what they have sown. For them a stone the chosen one with ancient bones. Whoa, watch the kingdom fall like Rome.
Once lived a wicked witch who was half gargoyle. Appeared to be a beautiful maiden, but her heart was charbroiled. She took her husband's son far away and tried to hide him, cause she was tricked by the wicked king of secret magic to blind him. When the son got older, he set on a journey to find him, only to find out that his mother had lied to him. He learned the devil's plan for the families was to divide them, mislead and misguide them so that he could get inside them, confuse and distract them so he can misuse and attack them and spread the diseases of evil. And this is what happened, possessed by greed, lust, anger, jealousy, envy, and hatred, and let them far, far away from all things that were sacred. Left them hungry and naked. Though they had plenty of food, they remained spiritually starved, quenched with the wisdom of fools. Now that he realized the truth, he never trusted them again. Inherited the trade from his father, thereby clutching the pen. Now his born legacy was a defeated sworn enemy, which was a snake in the garden that was cast down with enmity. This child was blessed with serenity, the ability to produce tranquility for infinity. His words sharp as swords from the Lord when he wrote, and these were the songs that the wise men would quote. And yet, when they spoke, then his mother had awoke.
Them crime tarnish and them fall off they throne. The hearts of darkness shall reap what they have sown. For them a stone the chosen one with ancient bones. Whoa, watch the kingdom fall like Rome. Them crime tarnish and them fall off they throne. The hearts of darkness shall reap what they have sown. For them a stone the chosen one with ancient bones. Whoa, watch the kingdom fall like Rome. Whoa, watch the kingdom fall like Rome. Whoa, watch the kingdom fall like Rome. Yeah, taste ashes, fall off the throne, sit in the dust. Them Them so condemning, I'm a dead man them. Them so condemning, I'm a dead man them. Them so condemning, I'm a dead man them. Them don't like me, and man don't like them. Fed me crumbs off the table when you heard the hunger. And now the elders should serve the younger. Them crown of tarnish and them fall off for they grown. The hearts of darkness should reap what they have sown. For them I stone the chosen one with ancient homes. Whoa, watch the kingdom fall like Rome. Whoa, watch the kingdom fall like Rome. Whoa, watch the kingdom fall like Rome.
What a possession!
don't have any boundaries. We don't have any flags. We fucking put our fists up in the air and we fucking show the world that we've got the fucking numbers.
then. Billy took a laser to the muck piece, hollowed out the mandible. Channel headquarters ordered the cannonball. Mars attack. Deify demands column to this pigeon ankle and boomerang. I'm a harvest 51st area sickness. Not a threat, never a witness, won't ancient a promise. Monster-led carrier ligament banged in the mouth. Dodge, phase, laser, taser, major acer. Cater to alien decomposure. Soldier plater like Caddyshack 18 polar, go for C4 magic. Smolder as the bazooka tooth holster fabric. This fucker's rabid and still breathing. Cabbage. Hold the heater claps till evening. I'm a ninja, this shit with sugar in a fuel tank and a saucer. Buddy up and head down to the metal Cobra tunnel. Ice pick the Saturn ship wiring, get us off the mother end up. I'd be lying if I said I knew your intentions. See my sexy sabotage things, defensive action to save the race. You landed hand on fourth dimension, mag blaze the place. Read 5-year Bible, there's wires in your Bible. Obviously, you tech advancement, a point counterpoint comparison of ET versus little old freak me. She be on some brittle sweet peas with your nickel PCs, pickle CDs, miserable TV sitcoms. Pathetic ritual, collective slacker shit. Beautiful establishment, you ain't established shit. I consider you foul. Proud back to the numbers under bird pride in the dark. They want us dead or alive without the alive. Now the sun rose over a body bag shortage. Last week I was like, God bless the saint that invented the cordless. This week I sort of rerouted the bullseye of my worship. Temple body / skull cabinet, master my diversion. Fuck y'all, let's do this shit. My movement soothes any space invader practice. Stomped up to enemy like, hey, what now, bitch? I am human, hear me rise above material and carnal sin. They shot me in the face, Mars wins. Mars wins. Mars wins. Mars wins. Mars wins.